Anyway, in my opinion, the fearless father must be striving to be like what you mentioned earlier, the best dad in the world. And if I understand correctly from what I've read from you, the Art of Brilliance reminds people how to be their best self. So I was just wondering, what is your step-by-step system to get, you know, um, to get someone or someone must follow to become the best dad in the world?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's possibly not parenting specific, but having done a PhD in happiness and studied happy people all these years, there are lots of things they've got in common. The biggest thing is also the simplest thing, and that is that really happy, positive people consciously and deliberately choose to have a positive attitude. Okay, now I just want to unpick that one because I know it sounds really simple, and a lot of people say, "Have you spent 12 years studying, and that's all you can come up with?" The positivity. I'm not. Let me if I just clarify, happy people don't choose to be happy. So happiness isn't something you can choose. Happiness is an emotion. You can open up to it and let more happiness into your life, but it's not something you can choose. However, positivity is not an emotion, it's an attitude, and therefore it is within your control. You have to learn to do it, but it's within your control. And if the more you choose to be positive about your thought processes, your relationships, then the better your chance of being happy. Now, my breakthrough came a few years ago when I accidentally learned how to choose to be positive. So it's a bit of a strange one, but I was reading a self-help book, 2008 it was, and one of the sentences said, what you need to do is wake up in the morning being really grateful that you've not got toothache. And I can remember thinking that was a bit silly, but I thought I'll give it a go. I'll try it. And so I didn't just do it once. I did every single day for a whole year. So 365 times, get out of bed, put some effort into getting out of bed and going, woohoo, no toothache. What a fantastic start to the day. You know, my teeth aren't hurting. I'm feeling great. So because I felt brilliant at 6 a.m., because my teeth aren't hurting, then when my kids came down for breakfast, I've got some music on, I'm dancing around, serving their breakfast with a smile. So my kids went off to school much happier in 2008 because Dad was happier because they caught my emotions. And I did that every single day. And I tell you what, I came alive. I woke up. I had the energy of two people. It wasn't just my relationships at home. My career took off. Everything in my life it was the best year of my life ever. So the next year, I thought, this is amazing. I've accidentally learned how to choose to be positive. So I thought, I'm going to keep it going, but I need to change it. So I changed it from toothache, kidneys. So I just changed the body part. So I would get out of bed the next year, give my kidneys a rub, or give my heart a feel and say, oh, kidneys are still working, heart's still beating. That's a good start to the day. And I tell you what, I know it sounds ridiculous. I don't have to do it anymore because it's normal. It's like ingrained in the thinking now. But I had to do that for about a year and a half. And I've still got the energy of two people. I feel amazing. And I would say that is, most people hit the snooze button and try and get another 9 minutes and 59 seconds of sleep before they drag themselves out of bed. And I used to do that as well. So what I'm really saying, it's not toothache and kidneys. It's those 4,000 weeks again, right? I'm 51. I'm not very clever, but I'm clever enough to understand that one day I won't be able to get out of bed. So one day I'm going to be too ill or I'm going to be too old. So what positive psychology, and particularly the choice to be positive, has really taught me is that while I can get out of bed, I may as well get out of bed like I really want to, like I really mean it. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is a big deal because most people are not doing that. Yeah, most people are going to come alive on Friday at 5 o'clock. Whereas I've decided to come alive on Monday at 6 a.m.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's inspiring. I hope
Well, it's
people.
gratitude, really, I suppose. You know, just waking up, being alive. But most people don't wake up. If you let me give you a choice, Klaus. I'll give you £1 million or not be dead. What are you going to go for?
Well, I would go for not be dead.
Yeah. Okay, me too. But you don't have to think too hard about that. I'll go with not be dead. Thank you very much. So what that means is really, when you wake up tomorrow, you are a millionaire. You know, life is worth. I could give you £10 million or not be dead. You'll still go not be dead. Yeah. So what that means is waking up tomorrow is worth £10 million. 10 million euros, really. But we don't wake up thinking that. We wake up thinking the opposite. So what we have to do all the time is rethink the thinking.
Hey man, I hope you got all the information out of this that you were looking for. If so, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you hit the bell, then every time we come out with a new video, you will be informed. For now, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon.